Hello again, everybody. Zygotek is here with my TNA Impact Wrestling review for tonight, March the 1st, 2012. A couple weeks till Victory Road, and towards that pay-per-view in a couple weeks on March 18th. Decent Impact tonight against some okay wrestling. New guys in the main event, which I'll address. I like that concept of that, having some new guys, fresh faces in the main event. I like that. And so there you go. Talk about this Impact. Decent Impact. Couple big storylines built for Victory Road. So here we go. Starting off with Kurt Angle. Now, 2 weeks ago, Kurt Angle made his return to TNA. He was out for a little bit with an ankle injury. He attacked Jeff Hardy. During Jeff Hardy's scheduled match against Bobby Roode in a rematch from the pay-per-view against the Lots, Kurt Angle returned to attacked Jeff Hardy, costing him a chance to win the TNA title again. Kurt Angle came out to tell us his story. He came last week, he wrestled, but he hasn't told his side of the story. He hadn't said to everybody storyline-wise why he attacked Jeff Hardy. We had a cliff notes, a couple of cue cards. Basically, it's jealousy. Jealousy of the fact that Jeff Hardy is more beloved than he is. That Kurt Angle's the perfect role model in everyone's mind. He's the clean-cut American hero, the Olympic gold medalist, former Olympic gold medalist, the only gold medalist in wrestling history, pro wrestling history. Yet, he's not as beloved as Jeff Hardy, a guy who's been arrested so many times, that's got high a lot of times, goes late, and does a lot of things that are wrong for society. Well, I think Kurt Angle was like pulling the CM Punk when Jeff Hardy was at WWE. CM Punk made fun of Jeff Hardy about the way he was and the way he was admired, but besides the fact he was high all the time, Kurt Angle was like CM Punk. Oh, why do you love Jeff Hardy so much? Despite the fact he's high and does all this crazy shit, you will love him. That's what Kurt was saying, that his son had all Kurt Angle stuff thrown out, that his son liked Jeff Hardy more than his own dad. And his figures and his face paint. Kurt Angle was funny with lines like socks on his freaking hands. So there you go. Jeff Hardy came out, tired of hearing Kurt Angle talk. He beat the crap out of Kurt Angle, not before making a match official for Victory Road. I kind of suspected that. Those guys were in a tag team match last week. Not a lot of action between Angle and Hardy, but expect more action between them two next couple of weeks as the match for Victory Road is on. Angle and Hardy. Hardy wants revenge on Angle for screwing him out of the TNA World title. So there we go. After that, we're on to our first match of the evening, which was a gauntlet match, asked for by AJ Styles, as he took on Kazarian and Christopher Daniels. AJ made a little ultimatum, a little bit of a stipulation. If AJ would have beat both Kaz and Christopher Daniels, Kaz would have to reveal what's been going on with him and Daniels. Of course, Kaz turned his back on AJ at the Wild Card Tag Team Tournament, aligning himself with Chris Daniels. But we don't know why. Is it blackmail? Is it whatever? So we would find out if AJ would have won this match. After Kaz attacked him last week, he won this match, and Kaz is more vocal. Kaz is taking more control of himself than Daniels because Daniels was pulling the strings. Kaz made a decision to say, yes, AJ, put the stipulation on. So it was AJ starting it off with Christopher Daniels. These guys are two of the best exhibition guys ever. And any match they have is always great. You know, decent matchup between these two. The start off because Kaz was at ringside. I knew Kaz was going to get involved, but well, he did. AJ was on the roll. He was on fire with Daniels. Daniels had a little bit of an upper hand, but AJ was running most of the fight, including a nice Pele, couple of good moves. He was ready to finish Daniels off and get his hands on Kaz. He wanted Kaz so bad. But then, midway towards the match, AJ was ready to do a Styles class when Kaz came from behind and attacked AJ with a Fade to Black, his own finishing move. So, although he costed Daniels his match against AJ, Daniels lost by disqualification. That means AJ won the match. That means he would go on the gauntlet to face off against Kaz. But since AJ was already laid out for the Fade to Black, Kaz pinned him 1, 2, 3. Kaz won the gauntlet match for him and Daniels. That means he wouldn't have to tell a secret. Of course, like I mentioned, Kaz has been pulled by a string, but Kaz is taking control tonight, getting Daniels disqualified, and of course, getting the win on AJ after giving him the Fade to Black. So, what's up with this whole situation? Now, Daniels was even confused. It wasn't part of the plan. We'll see what the plan really is. Will the plan be revealed? What has been going on with Kaz and Daniels? We shall play in the next couple of weeks. Maybe it all comes together by victory mode. Who knows? But Kaz gets the victory against AJ in a gauntlet match. Now, on our next match was a knockouts match as Madison Rayne took on ODB. Now, Madison Rayne last week got a little bit involved in the Gail Kim ODB match. Although Gail Kim did win, Madison's distraction almost costed Gail Kim the match several times against ODB. And Gail Kim is, of course, facing up against Madison Rayne at Victory Road, so Madison Rayne was putting a warm up against ODB. Gail at ringside. So there you go. Madison Rayne, a decent, okay matchup against ODB. Knockouts can wrestle, and I'm glad they give time for them to wrestle, but ODB is one of those wrestlers that does gimmicks like the Bronco Buster. So ODB had the advantage. Madison tried her best, and Gail Kim was trying to interfere, but she tripped up on the ropes. Whether it's inadvertently or not, to cost Madison the match accidentally or purposely, it did cost Madison matches. ODB got the victory on Madison Rayne. And of course, Madison and Gail had a little arguing fight. Because Gail thinks Madison's her friend. But now Madison's, of course, the #1 contender for the TNA Knockouts title. Speaking of knockouts, we had another knockouts match we'll discuss in a moment. But next, on to our next segment. As we all know from last week, Bobby Roode will now face off against Sting in a non-title match at TNA's Victory Road. Because Sting was so pissed off at Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode was upset that Sting was taking people's spots. That there were so many more deserving people being in the main event than Sting, the old has-been. So he aligned himself with Austin Aries, the X-Division champion, and Bully Ray for a sit-in. They came out saying that they are done. Sting, you said you're done? We're done too. They were sick and tired of being treated bad. And of course, Bobby Roode about Sting putting himself in the main event. Bully Ray complaining about Brendan Jacobs attacking him last week, choking him through the table, and Austin Aries complaining that he's not in the main event. That I agree with. I'm sad the X-Division Championship guys are not getting enough chances to be main eventing. You get the Knockouts a main event, yet you don't give the X-Division a main event, let alone its champion a main event slot? Come on. But Sting tried to make it up for him. Sting's like, if everyone says you're done, you're saying you're done, Roode? You're saying you're done, Aries? You're saying you're done, Bully? That's basically not just a walk stoppage, a check stoppage too, and stripping on the titles. So he said, Aries, you want the main event so bad? You're in a 6-man tag tonight. You're teaming up with Bully and Bobby against James Storm and the tag team champions, Magnus and Joe. Glad to see Austin in the main event. Glad to see that happen. I'll tell you my thoughts on that in a few moments. Now, speaking of the X Division, the man who is, of course, the #1 contender to Austin's X Division Championship, Zima Iron, was in a match tonight against Shannon Moore, the former member of Inc. Setting attack line, I was predicting this would be a squash. I was right. Shannon tried his best, but Zima Iron getting himself more momentum as he heads towards his match against Austin Aries at the pay-per-view, getting the victory in a very quick okay matchup against Mr. Shannon Moore. Because Zima got his move, and it was a cocky little self, even talking about how he kind of injured Jesse Sorensen with no remorse. So we got a victory for Zima and a decent quick matchup. I knew it was going to be a mini squash anyway. We had 2 other segments tonight. We had this whole Garrett Bischoff thing. I hate this whole Garrett Bischoff Hogan thing about Garrett Bischoff being threatened to get his butt whipped because of the whole Bischoff thing, yada yada yada. I don't want to talk about it. Next, we had another knockouts match. This all began in the back as Velvet Sky was being interviewed. She was upset about getting screwed all the time because Velvet was close to getting a #1 contendership in a Battle Royal. We all know Madison Rayne won that Battle Royal by inserting herself after everyone was out, costing Velvet a shot at the TNA Knockouts Championship. Of course, we know Madison's a #1 contender. So while Velvet was being interviewed, here comes Serena and Angelina Love double teaming on Miss Velvet. Mickie James came to save the day, but a little too late, but they got revenge as they made a TNA Knockouts tag team match for that evening. It was Velvet Sky teaming up with Cowboy, Hardcore Country, Mickie James, against Angelina and Serena. Apparently Rosita might be out, who knows. But a stacked out tag with a decent matchup. Velvet and Mickey were taking control somewhat, but Serena and Angelina Love had their spots. But it was Velvet's guy who won the match for her team with the in-your-face. It looked like a pedigree copy to me. Not exactly a pedigree, but looks almost like a pedigree. A girl doing it, at least. But if Michelle McCool can do a copy of the Styles Clash, Velvet's guy can do a copy of the pedigree. So we got Velvet getting the victory for her team with Mickie James. I'm hoping Velvet gets another shot at the Knockouts Championship. You know, she lost to the Gail Kim back in November actually. So I hope to see Velvet once again reclaim the Knockouts Championship for another day. Maybe a knockdown. That's if Gail Kim retains against Madison Rayne. Maybe it doesn't matter who wins. Velvet may want a shot against whoever wins against Miss Wayne and Gail Kim. So a decent Knockouts match with, I'm going to see Angie on TV, but it was the victory for Velvet and Mickie. Now on to our main event, our 6-man tag main event. It was Austin Aries teaming up with the TNA World Champion Bobby Roode and Bully Ray. Team up against the tag team champions Samoa Joe and Magnus and also James Storm. Now this 6-man tag was a decent 6-man tag match. Bobby Roode was of course avoiding James Storm at all costs, and Storm and Magnus and Joe were taking over most of the match. First half of the match was all them, but last minute swerve for Austin Aries and Bully Ray and Bobby Roode. Those three were dominant most of the second half of the match, and Austin Aries looked very great tonight in this main event. You know, hey, I would have loved to see Austin Aries take on one of his other X Division guys instead of facing up against Samoa Joe, who is kind of an X Division guy, former X Division champion, Magnus and James Storm. Glad to see Austin Aries in the main event against whoever, and he looked pretty damn impressive against those people tonight. But after the triple team, as Austin Aries and Bobby Roode and Bully Ray were taking control of the match, James Storm rallied the troops, as he got the win for his team with a last call super kick on the world champion Bobby Roode. With a little help from Magnus and Joe keeping the other two at bay, like I said, Storm got the victory with the last call super kick. But although Joe and Magnus and Storm won the battle, Bully Ray walked out winning the war, laying out James Storm following the match with a steel chair, saying to Storm, "I want your number 1 contendership. You're not going to make it to lockdown." I smell a match between Storm and Bully Ray at the pay-per-view at Victory Road, maybe for Storm's number 1 contendership. Who knows what that'll pay out. But Bully Ray wants to be the one to take the title from Roode. We had seen some problems between Roode and Bully Ray, especially when they won a fatal 4-way against Storm and Jeff Hardy back against the Lads. But we'll see what happens with this whole Bully Ray thing. I thought Abyss was going to come back tonight because they had a little Abyss clip. So we'll see what happens with that situation. So we got a match made with Victory Road, Hardy and Angle. Possible match with Victory Road, Bully Ray and Storm. Lockdown feud between Storm and Roode building slowly but surely. Roode's feud is still building up nicely as they towards their match at Victory Road. So I guess tonight's impact was decent. Decent impact. Okay impact tonight. It's TNA. It's always hit or miss with that, but it's okay for tonight. That is it for this TNA Impact Wrestling review. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all very much for watching. With that in mind, you have all been attacked by the review from Zach. Thank you all very much. Have a great night. See you all later. Have a great weekend too. Yeah. Happy March. Because it's 1st of March. Happy March.